Sam Walsh is in extraordinary form, putting together a couple of seasons that are going to have him compared to Chris Judd.
Yeah, hand high in the air. We did something just for on radio, and we redrafted that draft, and I didn't have him as number one. I just got that wrong. I got it wrong on the basis of his continued improvement. That's an indicative performance for what a 20-year-old should be. He's twice as good almost. There's only one player ever that's got a higher rating than him under 21 years of age, and he's playing at the moment. You know who it is? Cozzy Pickett. Look at the work rate of Walsh. That's champion told me that today. So this is what I want to know is why don't they pick him off, or what? Not pick him off literally, but why aren't they? That's McGrath is his opponent, so he's got great field position there, McGrath. Now look, I think McGrath pushes and tries to cover two players in one, but what he does is he leaves the most dangerous. He leaves Walsh on the inside open, and he gets picked off on the way through. So. I mean, this wasn't the gut-busting work rate that we know he's capable of.
He looks shagged just there, just quietly. He looks like he's floundering.
McGrath?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean...
And that's the hard work. You know, if you're in deficit and all of a sudden you've got to do it, you can be sorted out.
The point is, though, that there's more than just one that could have got him,
Look at these three. Yeah. I mean, you've got to be aware that this bloke is a running machine who runs the lines. If you want to know what running the lines means, he's deep in defence. All of a sudden, look at this. And that's Tex Perkins, I think, the young man there, who's fair enough, he's young. But if you want to get to the level, Archie, don't let him run past you and then run into space like this.
He's got a bit of the Robert Harveys about him too, Sammy. He looks buggered half the time,
so
but he just powers on.
You've got to wonder now, as you do your homework, because he's the most important player in that side, if you see him on the run, take off.
And he is.
And take him.
He's gone past Cripps.
Yes.
And given that we've spoken about a young midfielder, Brownie, you better talk about a young forward for us.
Oh, can I?
Can you? It's on the rundown. Brownie wants to talk about it.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Look, Harry McKay. What I'm going to say, great effort by him. He was down the first half, kicked 4 in the second half. Had Gastro coming into the game, so it was crook. To me, you don't often see it. This bloke's got the it factor about him. As a big key forward, he's got that killer instinct. He's got the competitiveness to be able to cope with that role at a major football club, and he's going to carry the hopes of Carlton on his back. And I look at him. The only other young forwards I can see in the comp have got that it factor about them as key forwards are Norton and Oscar Allen at the West Coast Eagles. So very exciting for Carlton fans going forward, but you've got an absolute one for the ages there.
I said this last week that I don't think they're far away from contending, and I know they beat Essendon, they're a young side coming through, but Sam Petreski-Seaton, I think, is a chance to be a midfielder, and they're playing him across a half-back line, and it's their midfielders that have to be found. Now, those numbers speak about what the issue is with this kid. He's a good decision-maker, and he's a bloody good kick given an opportunity. Yeah. If they can address their midfield, all the magnets are in place for a crack at the contention level at the both ends.
Yeah, well, so much that is going to occur over the next few years for Carlton is going to hinge on what those fringe players like Paddy Dow, who got subbed out and gave Petreski-Seaton the opportunity on the weekend, and he took it. So Stocker to half-back's been a really good move, I think, from David Teague. He looks really comfortable behind the footy. He's tough, he's brave, he wins it. So I think they've just got to persist. I think they're going to have to wear some average performances, but the continuity to just keep playing them and giving them opportunities is because I mean it's contingent on those guys where they go.
Would you go and get a Mitch Wallace?
No, I don't think I would. I think you need bona fide mids. Now maybe he can become that player. He's been squeezed out of the midfield at the Bulldogs for obvious reasons, but no, I'd invest in what I have.
He might be running around on the MCG Friday night.
He may well be.
Let me get into the bad. If Carlton took a step forward, so the win against Essendon is really important, but these are little moments that Jack Newnes burns Lockie Fogarty here. If you're a good side, you don't do this. This is just instinctive. There's Fogarty, he's got a world of space, and Jack Newnes goes for the 65-metre drop punt. Great sides do that instinctively. They don't think of themselves, they think of the team first, and I thought that was a fail from Jack.
Should have compared notes, Gaz. We've doubled up on Carlton players here. A little skirmish broke out between Essendon and Carlton on the weekend, and just pay extra notice of Mitch McGovern here. So by all means, get in, fly the flag. You can probably do without the jumper punches for which you've been fined, but not long after, being really tough, you've got an opportunity to body line the ball and you jump out of the way and swing a foot at it. So if you want to get in and wrestle and do all that and throw the jumper punches, that's fine, but be tough when the footy's there too.
I hope yours isn't Carlton, John.
No, not Carlton. I love that though.